Okay, this is my 2013 model 76 Landcruiser. It's travelled 110,000 kilometres and it's had 50mm solid billet steel wheel spacers on the rear since 40,000 kilometres, so they've been on there for 70,000 kilometres now. This video is basically just to demonstrate any negative impacts that wheel spacers may have on the bearings. Nothing to do with the safety of the actual wheel spacer itself, although in this given application you'd be mad to put an alloy wheel spacer on. The biggest, most critical issue with wheel spacers is the HUD, the studs in the actual spacer itself. The spacer itself's not inherently a problem if it's aluminium, but mounting steel studs in aluminium, particularly for a heavy vehicle application like that, is just crazy. So if you're going to put wheel spacers on, you'd be well advised to make sure they're a solid steel, comes from a reputable company. Now, does it cause havoc on your rear wheel bearings like some people say? Well, I can only speak for this particular vehicle, but it doesn't. So the last time those wheel bearings were checked and greased was at 60,000 kilometres, and it was done by Toyota. The vehicle has travelled 50,000 kilometres since then, and the wheel bearings have never been checked, tested, adjusted, greased or anything. So they've done 2.5 times the recommended greasing service interval from Toyota, which I've done on purpose just to demonstrate that there's really no problem with these wheel spacers and wheel bearings. So when I pulled it down, I haven't even gone into the bearing that's in the on the inside of the hub. I've had a look at it. I don't have a grease seal, so I'm not going to pull it out. I'd be wasting my time anyway. As you can see, the grease is still, the grease is not black. I've cleaned that bearing up. There's no wear on it. There's no wear on the outer race. There's no evidence of any heat. You can see the grease is still like new in there. And they, yeah, so that's 50,000 k. This vehicle has been to Birdsville and back, towing that. It's also been to the Cape and back. And when we tow, we don't mess around. If the speed limit's 110, we're doing at least 110. We don't stuff around. All up weight is not that heavy, 4.5 tonne when we're travelling, camping. So it does get used, and there you go. The bearings are fine. So in this particular application, I think largely because the inner and outer bearing in the hub is the same size, if there's any extra stress from that wheel spacer on the bearings, it's certainly not noticeable. In conclusion, do wheel spacers cause significant wear, heat or any other problems with the wheel bearings on this particular application? The answer is no, it's fine.